Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Apocalypse Phoenix with Apocalypse Phoenix Says Podcast. How you doing, everybody? And today's topic is a YouTube reaction video from Just Pearly Things. Men are shamed for dating leftover women. I like her channel. I like her content. She has the woman's view on this red pill stuff, on this information going around about how to be a real man, how to be a real woman. You know, because we got the definitions over here. We know the definitions. And so before we get into the video, I want to give all praise to the Most High. All things are possible through Christ. Yes. There we go, y'all. So what's up? All right, so we're going to get into the video. Yeah, because, you know, women do be shaming men out there. It's happened to me a couple times, you know. If you're not the big, tall guy, you know, super outgoing, and then you want to kind of interject and get in a conversation, like, women will shut you down, man. You know, what are you doing talking? You know, you can't act like that. You know, certain people, they'll allow to act in a certain way, and you do it, and they're like, oh, you can't do that. They try to check you, but, you know, you don't let that shit happen. You run you. You know, you don't let no woman run you, tell you what to do and how to act, you know, especially when you're just being a regular fucking dude. So this comes, you know, into the shaming part where, you know, like, y'all, women get to pick who y'all have sex with. You know, we're the ones who choose the relationships. You know, men choose the relationships. We pursue the woman. We say, yo, you know, I like you. Would you like to be with me? Be my girl? You know, come into my world. I'll take care of you. You know, that's the traditional way of doing it. But now, you know, if you don't want to get with a fat girl, you know, we're shamed. If you don't want to get with a hoe, you shamed. If you don't want to get with somebody that's, you know, been married and is now divorced with 1, 2, 4 kids, you know, you're a scumbag. No, we don't want none of those things. We don't want those problems. You know, we want somebody that's fit, healthy, happy to be around, nice, caring, loving. You know, I keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep saying it. The world needs more great mothers. We don't need more great women. We need more great mothers. You know, and we don't need more great men. We need more great fathers. So that's my view on it. So we're gonna hear how women shame men and get a little bit of, you know, hear from a woman's perspective, 2022, woman's perspective.
But we do get attacked often. To the forefront. Men do.
Well, even if I hear guys say, like, I won't date a single mom, like, girls freak out.
No, please.
And I've dated some single moms. It is hard, you know. Before I started getting all this information, like I said, you know, I'm out there. I'm just trying to find a girl. You know, I'm just trying to find a mate. Wasn't into being very pre-selective. You know, overlooking all kind of red flags and shit. And I've been with single moms. One I dated. She had 3 kids. Just didn't really get too close to the kids. I was around them a little bit here and there. It seemed like she wanted them to get to know me more and stuff like that, but I was just kind of wasn't into all that. So that was just kind of whatever. You know, I liked her, but it was more kind of just like a hit, you know, just hit type thing. But then I did get with another chick. She had a young child. She had a boy, and I got real attached to him. You know, I helped her. I damn near fucking did it all. I fucking taught him how to walk. Because I was the one putting in the work, holding him up, making sure he did it. It was me. I implemented all the shit. I showed him how to walk, showed him how to talk, how to count, showed him his colors, his shapes, had him speaking 4 different languages. We were learning. I was teaching him 4 different languages, and I was learning too, because, you know, I know English and Spanish a little bit. So it was Chinese and I think French. With English and Spanish. So you know what I'm saying? And I got real attached, and then we broke up, and you know, I got that call like, you ain't his daddy. and that was it. I've never seen him after that. So it's hard, you know, when that happens and you get attached, and then you know, say you do grow up and you raise the you know, the child that's not yours, you know, your stepdad, and like whenever the child grows up, they want to be with their real dad anyways, you know, like it happened with my nephew. You know, I'm gonna be real. My brother wasn't really in his life a lot. He's been in there, but he wasn't really the main caregiver in his life. He did have a stepdad that married his mom. They were together. He paid the bills and blah blah blah. He wasn't a very good stepdad. They ended up getting divorced. But that guy raised them and spent more time with my nephew than my brother, and yet, you know, my nephew got our last name tatted on his arm, Arizaga. So, you know, that's just what you're gonna get when you're a stepdad. You know, my daughter has a stepdad, you know, her mom got married, you know, we didn't get married, but after we broke up, she found some guy, got married, you know, they have 2 kids, but, you know, my daughter, you know, is grown and she's with me, she's with her real dad, you know. It sucks, even if you are a good guy and you put in the time, your children are still gonna wanna be with, your biological children are most of the time gonna wanna be with the biological father. Yes, if the biological, you know, parent is a scumbag and shitty and just doesn't care about the kid, yeah, you know, then the stepfather stepping up to the plate, that's awesome. But usually the stepdad is kind of the, you know, just like the stepchild, you know. you know. So yeah, man, fucking all this shit about leftover, you know, the leftover women, they're usually the single moms, or they're the ones that just had the whole phase, their 20s, their whole 20s was the whole phase, and now that they're 30, they want to settle down and get with a good guy, and they want this fucking top level guy, and they don't realize that their whole phase, it ruined them. Guys, top level guys, you know, guys that are worth it, they don't want hoes. They're not gonna settle down with a hoe. They might smash. We'll smash. We're dudes. Like fucking. Wow, what a surprise, right? So we'll smash, but we ain't gonna wife you up, man.
I don't really dive into that type of topic, so it's just like, I don't know.
I'm here for you. What are you saying?
Well, I just think like whenever men say they want to have standards, they're shamed for it. So if they say like, I don't want a girl that's fat, I don't want a girl with kids, I don't want to do this, like men will be immediately shamed.
Yeah.
But women can say, I want a guy that makes 6 figures. He needs to be 6 foot tall. He needs to have this, this, and this.
The 6-pack, the 6 foot tall, and the 6-figure income.
I agree.
The devil's mark of the beast. Hey, I gotta give props to Pearl too. She looking good right there. Look at that, showing some leg. You know, showing a little midriff, man. What's up, Pearl, man? I know you tall. I'm 5'6", man, but hey, I still got it. I still walk around like I'm 6'4", you know, 6'9". What's up, Pearl? Man, I like redheads. I like the light-skinned girls. I like tall girls. Man, you my cookie. You my little cup of tea right there, Pearl. But I digress. Let's get back to the video. Hey, but she ain't a leftover. She ain't got no kids. She ain't divorced. She's single. So, you know, I'm gonna shoot my shot. What's up?
They tick boxes, but actually they're not bringing much to the table themselves.
See, I don't know. See, for me, I think that I hear what you're saying. Women do all of these things, and a lot of the times I feel like everything's in the men's favor right now. If you're on point.
Yeah, that's a small percentage of men. A small.
Shout out to
That's
us.
me.
But
That's me. Working my way up that ladder. The top of the hill gets smaller, man. There's only a small percentage of people that can be on that top. And that's me. That's been me my whole life. Shit, check me in 6 months, man. Check. Whoo, boy. 2022 is the year.
I understand what you're saying, but for the rest, yeah, it's going to be a tough time. But if you're on point, it's definitely everything's in your favor right now, as far as the criteria that women are putting out for themselves, because you're making the pool smaller and smaller. You understand what I'm saying? So with the, I don't want this, he's got to have that, he's got to have this, he's got to do that. Yeah, the pool's getting smaller and smaller. So the ones that now have all of the things you've asked for, they've got a broad spectrum to choose from there. That's why you might end
Yeah.
up getting hurt.
Well, it's not conducive for families. And that's the problem is like 50% of women over 30 are projected to be single and childless.
Ooh, did you hear that? 50% of women over 30 are gonna be single and childless. That is disastrous. That's a catastrophe, man. Think of all the families that aren't gonna come from that. Think of all the children that will not be born because these people decided to have that whole phase and wait till their 30s. You know, think of all the families that aren't gonna happen. Think of all the babies that aren't gonna be born. Think of all the memories, the people that can be raised by their mother and have a good father to show them fucking a good role model, and then send out people like that into the community, you know, into our nation to make this place a better place, you know, keep it becoming even greater and greater and greater, you know, but because all y'all women are fooled into fucking thinking staying single is the fucking thing, that's what's happening, man. Like, a destruction of a country. Destruction of a country is happening right before our eyes because the family is breaking down. We're not having children, you know, and that's what's going on. So the top percent of guys are gonna be able to have all the women. And since nobody's getting married, it's gonna be a lot of kids born to a very select few number of guys. For the most part, yeah, there's gonna be babies happening here and there and all that shit. Betas can have beta babies and all that, you know. But for the most part, it's gonna be that top group getting the pick of all the women. So it's gonna be a bunch of kids, no marriage. We already know. And if you don't know, single motherhood households create the most like degenerate people in societies. It's not nothing against single mothers, but it just shows they don't have they can't give the discipline of a father. So most people in single mother homes, they're the ones that create all the criminals, the drug addicts, the gangsters, the rapists, you know, most degenerates in society, homeless, crazy fucking mental illnesses. They mainly come from single mother homes. So if we're having all these kids out of wedlock and then being raised by single mothers, it's just, you know, the kids are gonna be, the boys end up becoming feminine, and the women and the girls end up becoming masculine because they see their mom having to take that role, and then the mothers want to make their boys, you know, more, hey, be open with your feelings, blah 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 blah, you know. So, you know, we see what's going on. There's fucking hella feminine men with long hair and shit, you know. And I used to be fucking one of these dudes. I used to have long hair, be getting it braided. Then I was like, what the fuck? I'm over here worrying about my hair, sleeping with the cap on at night. Like, that's female shit. That's women's shit, man. I don't give a fuck about my hair, man. And then as soon as I cut my hair and I look around, I just see it, and there's not only just the long hair, but these like this little movements and things, and you can tell you're probably raised, you know, by a strong woman, strong single woman, or even a strong woman. You know, like you can just tell it's just very effeminate, and so that's why I fucking cut my hair, man. That shit was feminine. Walking around with a bun. Like sometimes I can't even fucking tell, is that a chick? Oh, it's a fucking dude. What the fuck? Fucking long hair, like I said, bun, you know, like fucking tight ass clothes and shit. Like fucking, that's a fucking dude. What the fuck? So, you know, and it's all because they're fucking up the family, because women are wanting to stay single, have their hoe phase, party through their 20s, find themselves, blah blah blah. And the thing is that you don't know, you don't have the information. By the time you're 30, you're getting into a like later pregnancy. By the time you're 35, it's called like geriatric pregnancy. And that's why all these in vitro fertilization fucking clinics are popping up. It's not for the 20-year-olds. They can have fucking babies. Pop, 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 pop. They're just choosing not to. You know, there's some out there popping them out, but for the most part, people are not having kids, or they're getting abortions. They got you fooled.
And like by 35, you hit geriatric pregnancy. 90% of your eggs are gone by 30.
Told you, I haven't seen this video.
Shout out R.I.P. Kevin Samuels for telling me saying they have over 35 and what did he say again?
Leftover women, yep.
He said, I didn't catch it fully, but I got the general gist. Leftover thing.
Do you think is that offensive? to you guys?
Leftover.
I think that's kind of offensive.
But here's a stat I heard on Pearl's channel, just Pearly Things. She has said it. So, the biggest population of homelessness that's growing right now, the fastest growing population of homeless people are women, older women. And it's going to keep growing because we're going to have these old women with no children to take care of them, no one to watch out for them. It's going to be all these single, older women, no children. They're not saving up their money. They're not going to have enough money to retire. So essentially, they're all going to be fucking just stuck. They're all just going to be out on the street because we don't know what's going to be going on with the government and Social Security in fucking 20, 30, 40 years. And that's what all these women are going to be getting older and older, and they're going to fucking all be out in the street. It's going to be sad if we don't do anything about it now.
That's kind of hard. Because I feel like, unless it applies for men too.
I feel it's quite realistic for when it's
I
in
think-
that position myself, being, okay, I'm not past 35, 31, but perhaps I can see why men might feel that way about me. It's not right, I don't agree with it.
It's not right.
but
It's
I
our
can
choice.
understand it.
My body, my choice.
I think it's somewhat true.
My wallet, my
That's
choice.
reality. Like one day I'm gonna be 35. And, like hopefully I'll be married, but I don't know that.
Yeah.
But
What's up, Pearl?
like, I think it's honest.
What's up?
At least like guys are attracted to fertility and youth.
Yeah, but you can get the but depends what you want.
Yeah.
Because you still get a relationship. I don't think you can get a relationship at 45.
Yeah, and it's not. We don't want the young because they're like dumb or inexperienced or anything. It's just what we're attracted to as men. As men, beauty and healthy and beauty. It lets us know in our biology, deep in our inside of us, it just lets us know that you're fertile, that you can have children, because that's like our ultimate purpose of being here is to procreate, to keep the human species going. You know, like every one person needs to have like 3.1 kids. I believe Kobe Tate said that, because, you know, it's not all one person die, a lot of people die prematurely, so we need to have more babies than the actual amount of people that are here now to keep society going. And America, the way it's going, it's already fucking, the birth rate is going down. It's gonna fucking cause problems later. Again, we're talking about world domination. So if we have less people, it's a fucking easier to control country, and less people means less fighters.
So it depends what you're out. When you're talking about children and all of the above, obviously your time's shortening. But as far as meeting someone and having a happy relationship, I don't think there's age limit on that, because you can meet someone at whatever age.
Yeah, well, it's true, but like according to dating apps, you're like 50% of your options are gone by the time you're 30. So if you take the same girl at 23 or at 20 and 30, if you take like the number of matches she gets on dating apps, it goes down by 50%.
50% in 10 years. You hear that? In 10 years, matches go down by 50% from 20 to 30. So all y'all are stuck thinking, all them dudes in your DMs, you think that's going to be forever. You think it's going to happen forever. No. The older you get, the less fertile you get, which means men aren't attracted to you as much. Will you have men that are attracted to you? Yes. A lot of times just want to smash. Will there be men, older men, that will be willing to get with you as you are older? Yes, but for the most part, if it's a man that has options, which means if it's a man that you want, usually other women want that guy too. And it could be a younger girl, younger, hotter, less baggage. So he's gonna choose the younger girl over the older one, over the older girl. It's just in our biology. So you think that you're gonna wait till 30, then find a guy, settle down. Now you're getting into dangerous waters when it comes to your pregnancy and your children. You don't want to do that to yourself. So it is best for young women to find a man that they can love and that will take care of them in their early 20s. Usually those relationships last longer. Again, don't jump into a relationship and get with a fucking deadbeat or somebody that's not going to take care of you in the future. I'm not saying don't rush into a relationship. Pick properly. Pick the right person. Take your time.
We're dealing with, like, we have to take life into consideration and some kismet stuff going on as well, because sometimes things just happen. You know, it can't all, even though stats are obviously, there's obviously credence to those stats. At the same time, there's still, you know, that variable of life. You could walk out right now, bump into something, everything changes. So I'm not gonna write off the ladies them over 35 just yet, because, you know, shout out my over 35s, 40s, all of that. You lot still could be a nice man. Don't let,
No.
you know, Kevin break you down. Still got, it can still.
Hey, nothing wrong with y'all. You're just not going to be having children, though. You know? And so if a man wants to get with a woman and he wants to have children with her and you're older, he's just not going to pick you. That's just the way it is. You have to live with it and deal with it. Those are your choices. What you can do is turn around and tell the next generation coming up. You can fucking tell them to don't do what you did, because that's what's going on a lot now. As you see these single women, these boss babes that are all lonely, talking about, yeah, do that. Telling other women how to stay single and lonely and sad. It's not gonna work. Tell them what happened. I waited. Look at me. It's not working out. Tell them the truth.
You'll have to hit it.
It's unlikely to.
The likelihood might
It's
be less,
significantly down.
but it's far from impossible.
That's true.
It's far from impossible.
And like you
And
can.
bear in mind, when you're like over 35, all the 20-year-old boys are running and chasing after you as well.
That's true.
Yeah, that's very true. So well, my days.
No fiction. So you lot have the potential to turn the tables as well. And, you know, some of them will just be looking for fun, but some of them you could potentially, if that was the direction you chose to go, you could potentially mold them a certain kind of way as well, just like we have our second goal, right? We decided, right, it's not worked out. We're gonna have a relationship. Understand? So just
But if you wait too long, realize that chance is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller the longer you wait. Realize that. So yeah, it could happen. Could, but again, the guy you probably want probably isn't going to want you, especially if he wants kids. So don't bank on finding love later in life. Like,
saying I don't want the over 35s to be feeling down and depressed right now, so I'm trying to help you like that.
Well,
So,
but it's not about making them feel down and depressed. It's about being honest.
honest.
I'm the oldest person in the room,
Yeah.
so I've experienced life. I've seen things. I know people of all age ranges, and I'm just saying that it's not.
Hey, me
right.
too, man.
I know a lot of women this age and I know.
Me too. Been around the block. I've been around the block. Done it all, seen it all. Maybe not all. Like I said, there's shit I ain't gonna do. Shit I ain't gonna hang around for.
And I know women that find happiness in these ages, so the odds are against you. It's not impossible. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. That's true. I mean, if you're in shape, you're above like I don't know what it is here, but if you're in shape, you're above like what 75% of women.
There you go for
Yeah.
a start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You see some of them
you
women.
get like a banging body at 30. Like there's some.
There you go. There you go. Good tip. Told you she has good content. So there's a good tip for you, older ladies. If you're single and looking for a man, you're gonna have to work out. You're gonna have to get in shape. That's gonna be a big plus in you finding somebody. We're not down with this plus size stuff, fat inclusion, fat phobia. Number one, phobia means you're scared of fat. Like, man, I'm not scared. I dislike it. It shows, no discipline. It shows lack of self-respect. It shows a lot of things, and plus on top of that, you're unhealthy, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, freaking cardio problems, breathing problems. Fuck all that, man. So yeah, good tip there. If you're older, get in shape. You can do it. You can watch what you're eating and you can get more active. It's gonna take a while, but hey, give it a good year, 6 months to a year, man. Your body can change, man. Especially if you really, change your diet and you stay disciplined, which is hard. I know it's fucking hard. That's why you're big, because it's easy to just sit around and eat. It's easy, but trust me, it's more fun. It's gonna be better for you. Get out, exercise, get hot and sexy. Be a MILF, be a GILF, man. Like I said, that's gonna up your chances of you finding a man instead of being fucking old and alone with a bunch of cats.
It's not the end all be all, but that's the exception, not the rule.
So
Most
there you
people
go.
don't age like
So
better.
what we've
Yeah.
established there, Pearl, from what you've said so far.
Yeah.
If you're a fat single mum over 35, you better get to the gym right now. Get your
Yeah.
shit
Uh-huh.
No.
Get your shit pattern. Get yourself in the gym and help out. If you have got a banging body, and listen, there's some women from 30, in their 30s and 40s, you see them in the gym, they're going hard on that step machine. They're in incredible shape.
Yeah, they look good. They look good. I want kids though.
Your husband was like,
I want kids though, so I'm not gonna go for 35 and up. I want kids and a family. But y'all look bad. Hey, I love a hot, sexy older woman, man. Men love sexy women no matter what the age. So, get on that.
Yeah, that depends.
they're like,
Yeah, they're going hard. They're going to go even harder after this. They're going hard.
Fuck it.
yeah.
Carry on. Sorry. I was just saying.
Them squats and girl.
Like,
Hey, all right.
Like,
Okay, you guys, so that was just Pearly Things. Men are ashamed for not wanting to date leftover women.
no, please do.
Again, thank you for the footage at Just Pearly Things on YouTube. This is Apocalypse Phoenix. You guys heard of my thoughts on this. I'm gonna keep talking about it, man. I'm gonna keep talking about it. There are ways you can lead that can lead you to a good life. You need God, you need Christ, you need discipline in your life. You need health. Health is wealth. Stay focused, man. If you're out of shape, if you're older, listen to this information, take it to heart. It might be harsh, it might be hard, but you can turn it around and you can find that man that you want, but it's gonna take work. It's gonna take becoming a better person, and that's true for me too, If I want to get a certain caliber or level of girl, if I want to show that I can take care of a family, if I can show that I can protect and provide, I got to do that, and so I got to get up off the couch and I got to put in work, content, music, filming, skits, investing, stocks, getting into real estate. These are things that I'm getting into. These are things that are gonna help me because they've helped fucking millions and millions of people. My plan is to become a millionaire within the next 5 years. It's going to happen because hard work and, work smarter, not harder. You know, but with a good work ethic, it's possible here in the United States. And I'm gonna show you it's fucking possible. I'm gonna make it happen. And it's gonna be a fun ride. It's all good. And I know it's all because of Christ. And I know it's all because of discipline. And I have my nose in the Bible, man. I'm reading, I'm learning, getting deeper understanding. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. But, ooh. So, you guys, man, you know, for you, you know, you too, get your fitness up, get your money up. If you want that family, if you want that woman that's going to be loyal to you, if you want that woman that's going to respect you, you got to be a man that's worth respect, and that's, you know, that's wanting to advance in your job, that's overcoming obstacles, that's growing with the company, or stepping out on your own, becoming an entrepreneur. But there's ways that it can happen, and it all can happen, so that you don't have to feel like you're settling for someone and get into a toxic relationship with someone that you really don't want to be with, but you feel like that's the only kind of girl you can get, because you're not on your shit. So, you know, how about both of y'all get fit, become better people, and then meet each other on them terms, and see how that relationship goes, you know, so you don't have to be a leftover. Don't wait too long, young ladies. And guys, we have a little bit more time. I know it's not fair. There's double standards. That's how life is. Men can wait a little longer, but we have to build. We have to grow. We have to get to the point where we can provide and protect for our family. And that means money in the bank. Doesn't mean living paycheck to paycheck. That's not a way to live with your wife, with the family. You know, you can grow and build and create a legacy. It's fucking possible. And your wife can help you, and she can stay home and watch the children and raise them. Raise with your morals, your values. Raise some great fucking people, and then send them out into the world like that. You know, that's my suggestion. So, you know, whether you listen to it or not, it's up to you. Keep tuning in. I'm gonna have, you know, link in the description in the video. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, stay tuned for the next episode, y'all. It's Apocalypse Phoenix with Apocalypse Phoenix Says Podcast. Y'all take care. Peace. Yeah.